Good afternoon, folks, and welcome back to Tarot by Izzie. This is a viewer's request. Who contacted Tarot by Izzie, who's based in central Scotland, asked me to do a reading about a band called BTS. And me being a pensioner, I hadn't a clue, so I had to go do some research. So anyway, thank you for sharing your company with me today. Thank you for your likes, subscribes and shares, and I really do appreciate it. It makes this old gal happy. As I say, today I'm doing a viewer's request about a group called K-Pop group BTS. Asking if they will stay famous, and as I said, me being a wee pensioner from Scotland, I'd never heard of this band, so I had to do a wee Google search. So before I go any further, please bear in mind this reading is for entertainment purposes only. It won't stand up in a court of law, and if there's anything going on in your life that you're finding challenging, seek help from a professional. Today I'm going to use the AKASHIC Tarot. I was just drawn to it for some reason for this band, and we might do a wee Star Oracle. So as I say, if I get any of these pronunciations wrong, I apologise in advance, because I'm not very good at this, and I don't think I've ever explained I've had some nerve damage on my face, and sometimes that affects my speech. So not only do you have the Scottish accent to contend with, you have my slight speech impediment. So I apologise in advance for that as well. So apparently BTS is I think a South Korean band. I've watched a lot of or group, a lot of South Korean films on Netflix and detective programs. I think, you know, some of their storylines, their visual imagery is amazing. I just love a lot of their series. Anyway, I'm getting myself diverted. Also known as the Bangtan Boys. South Korean boy band. They were formed in 2010 and debuted in 2013 under Big Hit Entertainment. The septet, consisting of members Jin, Suga, J-Hope, RM, Jimin, V and Jungkook, co-writes and co-produces much of their own output. So lads, if I've got any of your names wrong, I am sorry in advance. It is no disrespect is intended. Right, BTS Permission to Dance performed at the United Nations General Assembly, and there's an official video on YouTube, and from what I can gather here, my writing's too small, 66 million views 8 months ago. That's amazing. And then there's another one, BTS performs Butter at the 2022's Grammys. Now, I did see a bit of that. I watched a wee bit of that on YouTube. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm going to try and persuade my daughter to take me to see them live. I'll get her to do that for my next birthday present. Don't tell her. I'll tell her. Anyway, and I think that BTS performs Butter, if I'm getting this right, I'm a wee bit dottery, on YouTube, I think it was 13,730,165 views. Imagine if I got that for my tarot card readings, I'd be laughing. Anyway, I don't know if this was this week or not. I think they were meant to meet with Joe Biden. He was set to welcome K-pop sensations BTS to the White House on Wednesday. That might have been yesterday, to speak at an event of anti-Asian hate crime. You wouldn't think you'd need to do that in this day and age. I mean, I can't get my head round it. Why? Why is there such a thing? It's ignorance. It's absolute ignorance. I can't get my head around it. I think it's shocking. Right, what was I saying? Right, I'm away off on a tangent again. About the importance of diversity and inclusion amid a rise in Asian hate crimes, as figures show a staggering 339% rise in 2021 compared to 2020. What's going on? What is going on? Oh, so to me, they look like hard-working lads, and I think I don't know much. Only the first I knew about them when I asked to do this reading. And a couple of performances I've seen, I thought they looked great, wholesome, professional, hard-working, tribute to their country and their family. And as I say, that's another country on my list I'd like to go and visit, but would South Korea let me visit? Goodness only knows. So, using the AKASHIC Tarot, and we might use a Starseed, but I think these lads are already stars. Already stars. I'm just doing some cards. I'll give them a good wee shuffle. Okay, 3 cards. Past, present, future. Okay. Good shuffle, and I cleansed the cards as well because I really felt because they seem such a clean cut young lads. Oh, it's like a privilege doing this. So, what do we have? For the immediate past, what are the influences that are going on just now? And it was a fated meeting. Right, I want you to see that in the upright, the fated meeting. Okay, and as you can see, fate brought them together. We'll have this in the reverse. So, what happened to that fated meeting? It brought them together. Because this is major arcana in the Akashic Tarot. So, what happened to pop that fated meeting in the upright, and it turned into the reverse? So, well, it looks like there was some kind of disagreement going on in the background. There's some fallouts, a denial, and relationships. There's undercurrents in relationships, and that's understandable because there would have been, competing personalities, competing demands, whether it's from their parents, whether it's from their country, whether it's from, expectations. So this fated meeting brought these young lads together. Yes, clearly there would have been ongoing demands. I don't know what I'm doing here. Mess of this table. I'll need to give that another clean. So, but eventually they had to listen to their inner voice to bring them together to overcome those hurdles, those doubts that may have been put in place as well, and to look beyond the challenges that were there. So that was, I would say, the longer term past to the immediate past. And it might still be nudging a wee bit. There might still be some influences coming in there, slight disharmony that might just be tugging at them. But if they can get past that and look to the truth of the situation, but why the situation is happening, they should be fine. But we'll see. I can't second guess. The present. It's 5 of Forces, summer and winter. So this is the present. This is what they're feeling just now. So as I say, the fated meeting, there's influence has been going on, and right now what we have is the 5 of Forces, which was in the reverse. And and it is the autumn and winter situation. So why has this flipped as well? This is what we need to understand, why the forces have turned. As you just bear with me. This has slipped my mind. I do apologise. I can only say I'm an old age pensioner. It lets me off with all sorts. It's not sounding very professional and it's unlike me, but as I said yesterday, I didn't have a good day and I'm still recovering and it's still affecting me slightly as well. So, as the in the upright, it is the seasonal card, reveals how best to spend your energy at this time. The beautiful sunlight sky of the summer overlooks the farmers working hard and growing crops in the fields. It's a yang time for great activity. And you notice, so this is your notice to get going in action, but it's flipped into the reverse. The yang has flipped. When this card is reversed, the winter shows snow-covered trees in a landscape. It tells you that you are in a yin cycle, a time of receptivity, going inward, taking stock. This phase is calling for you to be less active in the world stage or in the world. However, it is quiet energy that pays off later. The passive, receptive nature is in a good time to meditate, to connect with the spirit, and especially to make future plans. The winter cycle is often filled with inner activity mixed with peaceful retreat. Your external life may still require some sort of action. Be sure to undertake it with focus and inner peace. Remember to relax and regroup. Let yourself make plans for beginnings that are to come with the spring, while yielding to the receptive nature or energy of the time. So it's saying close your eyes, take a deep breath and fill yourself with calm and receptive energy of the yin. Sense what situation your life requires a peaceful yielding now. So again, this is taken on from the pressure. It's time to step back, take stock, and take that deep breath, and taking the harm and the receptive energy of the yin. So let's have a wee look at the future here. And it's the light of the world in the upright. I'll just let you see it there. That's how it looks in the upright, the future, the light of the world. So we've had little pulls going on here, little influences, little demands. Take time out, reflect, get in touch with your yin. And then for the future, let's have a look at how the light of the world is affected. And this is another major arcana here. So in the upright, it is an old sage, holds a glowing lantern and knocks on a door with no latch. A young man inside is too distracted to answer the knock. So this, in the upright, your divine is trying to get your attention. This popped in the reverse. This is how this came out. And in the reverse, again, this is saying, and it's following on from the yin, taking stock. Something disruptive in your life may have thrown you off balance, or you've gotten very busy, too busy, and personal self unfocused on the little details of life instead of the inner priorities, and it's a spiritual truth. It's very much to do with the yin and yang. This deck called me for a reason to read this out to you. You have put yourself behind and may turn to it only occasionally, and sometimes only when a personal need arises. Understand that as long as you ignore the highest part of who you are, you turn away from the greatest source of your power and joy. The light of eternal wisdom is knocking. Open the door and keep opening it until you hold it within you completely. With a deep breath, fill yourself with the grace and peace and light of your higher self. Your vision opens to a wider universe, and you realise you have all the time and power in the world, and eternity will fill you guys. That's lovely. So, I don't see anything drastic. I think there's been pulls and tugs, whether it's political, I don't know. I don't know the political situation. Whether it's to do with family, whether it's to do with relationships. It's seen to move into the yin, move into the quieter phase, the winter phase, prepare, reflect and rebuild as well. And this is following on for the immediate future. It's asking you again to keep turning to the light, to the self-knowledge, the greater understanding. And my personal opinion, the question asks, will they still be together and have a future? Yes, if they can overcome the demands that have been made on them, look to the yin, look to the spirit, look to enlightenment, keep to the true path, and they'll be fine. They'll be looked after, they will be fine. This has been actually lovely to do, this reading. Compared to the ones I've been doing, this has been an absolute joy. I feel good about doing this one. I just want to do this is the Starseed Oracle. So these guys will never get this reading. They'll never hear it or see it. But if by some off chance it ever gets there, send them my love from Scotland, my protection of the universe, and for them and their family and their loved ones, and I wish them all the best and I hope they have a fantastic future. And surrender to sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. And that's what it's all about. It's not all about money and status, it's about who you are, who your true self is. You keep that in mind, you keep that as your guiding principle, your North Star, your moral compass, and you guys are going to be fine. So wherever you are, whoever's watching this video, I hope you're safe, I hope you're secure, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Take care. Bye.